Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Will. Welcome to the 16th edition of Sports Urban Legend TV. I'm your host, William Rameau. And on today's show, I'll talk about whether or not if the Knicks should go and get Anthony Davis by any means necessary. And I mean, should they even go so far to trade Porzingis and or the draft pick? I'll tell you my pick, my decision on that. But before I do that, if you like this video or this channel, feel free to like it, share it, comment on it, and if you haven't done so, feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified for future episodes. With that said, let me give you my honest opinion on whether or not if I feel the Knicks should go all out for Anthony Davis. And to be very honest with you, I'm torn. I think the Knicks should definitely go after Anthony Davis, but there has to be a big if. I know to get this guy, you have to give up a lot because this guy is arguably a top 5 player in the NBA. No doubt about that. But you're gonna be ransoming the future with the Knicks. You're gonna have to give up that number 1 pick, which could be Zion Williamson or R.J. Barrett, to name a few. But with the Knicks' luck, they're probably gonna get lower because as of right now, they have a 14% chance of winning the first pick. And as we've seen ever since the Patrick Ewing pick in '85, they haven't been able to get a top pick. Well, the top pick anyway. And in addition to that, in order to with the number 1 pick, has to be unprotected, meaning basically, they're a lottery pick, so definitely they're gonna get they're definitely destined to get a top pick for sure. The way the Knicks have been losing, and in addition, they're gonna have to give up on the unicorn Porzingis, which that's the biggest stickler for me. Doing this deal. I know Porzingis is injury prone, but this guy, man, he's a one of a kind type of player. He's a 7'3" beast when healthy. He could score. He could shoot. He's like a poor man's Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki, man. So I think Nick should hold on to him. I think they should try to get Anthony Davis. I mean, I am willing to trade the lottery pick. We don't know what the pick is yet. We're gonna find out in June what that pick's gonna be in the lottery. But man, it's tough. I really don't want to give up on Porzingis. I mean, I don't want to give up the number 1 pick too. But then again, you got to give something to get something. I think I'd be more willing to give up the number 1 pick than to give up on Porzingis. And the only way I'm really gonna do this trade, to give up the pick and possibly, twisting my arm, Porzingis, they gotta take back some salary, like at the very minimum, Tim Hardaway Jr. As Coach Fizdale admitted, why he's playing Tim Hardaway Jr. instead of Cantor, is that that he has 2 more years on his contract, and he's making $18 million per year, so. Obviously, when they made the signing, the Knicks made the signing a few years ago. I mean, I always liked Tim Hardaway Jr., when he was on the Knicks the first time around. I didn't like that they traded him away. I didn't have a problem with them signing him. The only problem is a huge problem. I thought they grossly overpaid for him. I mean, he had some good years in Atlanta. He has that talent. I mean, he's he has his scoring ability like his father had with the Heat. So I can understand that they see the potential in him. He has a lot of potential. He's a talented guy. The problem is he can never stay healthy and he's not consistent, and it's evident this year. He started off well. He started scoring a lot. He's easily the Knicks' top scorer. But then, he's too inconsistent, That's why I was I frowned on the deal, because as much as I like Tim Hardaway Jr., I didn't want him to get traded in the first place years ago. But them signing him to that, what, 4 year, $72 million contract, I was like, come on, that's way too much for him. You wanna make a profit, you wanna sign the guy cheap and let him earn his next paycheck, with the pay raise, you know. But the Knicks overpaid for him. The Knicks overpaid for Joakim Noah, who they released a few weeks ago, and I think he signed with the Grizzlies. So yeah, those are two big moves, horrible mistakes that the Knicks are still suffering with. So in order for me to do this Anthony Davis trade, they gotta at the very minimum package Tim Hardaway Jr. in this deal, because they gotta get rid of that contract. They gotta get rid of Courtney Lee's contract. They just gotta clean house. No doubt about that. Well, that's basically it. I think they should definitely do the Anthony Davis trade, but they have to unload salary in order to make this deal happen, for sure. So that's my thoughts there. Well, if you like this episode, feel free to like it, share it, comment on it, and let your voice be heard. With that said, I'm William Ramon. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.